I remember putting my hand on the door, pulling myself up, got onto the gurney, and then I blacked out. Well, I flatlined is what happened. So about 1 o'clock, and maybe a little before it, I was struggling with chest pain. You know, what I thought it might just be heartburn, so I took some pills for that, didn't do anything, and then I went into full heart attack.
My job that night was to make sure things happened rapidly and that we were able to get the patient, Dr. Welford, out of our hospital into a hospital that could provide him with longer term care. Patients that have cardiac arrest in the field and don't have access to immediate defibrillation or cardiac medications normally don't do very well. And luckily, he had immediate response from the emergency medical professionals that came to his house. He had immediate response from the emergency medical professionals there at the hospital, and then again in the ambulance on his way to the hospital, to another hospital for higher level of care.
Even though I was in tremendous pain, I felt I was in good hands. And a lot of that was due to her presence and her authority in that room.
Well, I worried about Mark for days after he got so sick in our emergency department, and having been on the side of the care to know exactly how sick he was, I wasn't sure what the outcome would be. And so I thought about him, especially knowing that I was going to be a faculty member at UNI, and he had disclosed to me that he was a professor at UNI. So that made me, as I walked on campus, thinking, oh gosh, I hope I see him, or oh gosh, I hope he's still here. So my first day on the job here at the University of Northern Iowa as nursing faculty, we were unpacking a bunch of boxes to stock our rooms to make it look like a real hospital so we can do some simulation.
You know, we're kind of curious in the department because we've now got nursing in the building. So I've been going down there and seeing what they're doing, and I went down to the lower floor.
And I hear a voice. I hear a voice around the corner. I can't see the person. I just hear a voice and immediately know, I know that voice.
And so I'm talking to the secretary, explaining what had happened, and Natalie's looking at me. I was like, I think you're familiar.
But when we locked eyes, I winked at him a couple times to say, I know you, but I can't say that I know you. And he's telling his story and I'm reliving it because I was there. And finally, someone says, one of the other faculty said, well, didn't you work at Waverly Health Center in the ER? And he looked at me and pointed and said, you were my nurse. You were the charge nurse that night. You took care of me. And I said, yes, sir, I did.
I'm very, very grateful indeed. I enjoy life.